Well,
such a kangaroo court. I don't know.
They said you've been informed, though, fair and square.
Well, see, it didn't happen.
Because he informed you on the blog, and that was your official notification. See how that works?
Is that it?
Yeah. And the fact that you, because I seen that on your Facebook page, old dog boy said you didn't get your official notification till like 2-3 business days from the trial.
Okay. Well, what happened is we did not hear anything about it, even from you know who. We heard it from the hate bloggers. Of course, he's one of them too. Obviously, we have found that out. But
Right.
and he's been behind all of this all along. But we heard it from the blogger, and we said, pfft. And I think that one of the member of our group posted on Sunday said, "Hey, that cannot be because we were not notified." Okay, and then on Monday something came. I think you saw it. It said, you must have seen it. I don't know if you know the date, but it was Monday, the day after we posted that. We don't know anything. We were not notified, and it doesn't make any sense because we were already, there was on Justia the statement of the judge that we had to come up with another attorney, and the deadline was May 7th, which we ignored. And so how could they turn around and say we have set a court date? That's absolutely ridiculous. But then on Monday...
Didn't you say that if that date passed, then it was automatic default judgment to the plaintiff?
Yeah, because you see, from the day
they
one...
change their mind on that, huh?
They can't. That's a law of the country, because originally when they served the lawsuit, and I wasn't quite sure what to do. I just wanted to show how ridiculous that was. That's why I answered. And I said, this is nonsense. And I provided all the evidence that it was nonsense. They should have dropped it. Instead, they answered me and said my answer was not valid because the lawsuit was against a corporation, and I could not represent the corporation. Otherwise, I was breaking the law because it was practicing law without a license. I had to have an attorney. Otherwise, it would go into default. And I had a deadline too. So why that was right at the time and now the law has changed? No. And then on Monday, somebody said something on the blogs. I'm sure you have seen it. See, now you have, like you mentioned, you have been served, okay? And of course,
you got
how
served
did they
on the
know
blog.
that? Yeah.
Ain't that cool? Ain't the wonders of technology? You can get served on the blogs.
Because the hate bloggers are saying... Yeah, and then we didn't get something from the court, a statement of the judge.
Hello? There must be some monkey business going on again. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Dr. C? Oh, I can't hear nothing. There must be some monkey business going on again. Well, I may have to just hang up and try back. I don't know what's going on, but I ain't hearing nobody, and, well, yep.
Keep an eye on it, okay? That could be...
Hello?
Okay, yes.
Hello? Can you hear me now? Boy. Oh, dog boy gonna make a good YouTube video out of this one, ain't he?
The interest in that place, a place that has monkeys instead of people handling the situation. This is not a court. And this is not the law. This is something that belongs in a Bolshevik situation, not in the United States. But every time we say that and we expose that, how on the web they say, oh, you are going to be served. Now you have been served. And then the judge, as a monkey, responds to that and sends off the statement. And what country is this? 2 days, 2 business days before what they have set as a court date, and the statement from the judge said that the opposing attorney has to come in for the selection of the jury. He knows there is no opposing attorney. We got a break coming up. We're gonna continue after the break. Okay, we are back for the next section of our program, and I hope that none of these strange occurrences happen again. And from what I've heard, I was cut off briefly another time after the main one. I was cut off again, and then when I came back on, was in the middle of a statement. So that happened again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, because that was just plain weird. Because I got cut off from you, and all of a sudden I couldn't hear nothing. And I ended up calling back. Because my audio system indicated that something had happened, it was dropped. So it's from the station, and now I figure because of the timing that occurred and how they can hack it. I need to talk to Sam, and I need to talk to Michael to find out something, because I think it can be done. The timing could not have been an accident, okay? And I was talking exactly about the judge and the court. The court could not have set a court date without an attorney and selection of jury for what? Because the case state, Leismed Inc. et al. The et al., which is ridiculous because it's only used in research, that is the other people. I mean, Leismed Inc. is the main one. So because it's a corporation, it needs a professional attorney, not somebody defending himself or herself. So that's illegal. They have to issue a default the judgment, go to the other side. And obviously they have other plans. There is something else they want to do because they want to show that I'm a criminal. It's a civil suit. It's just a kangaroo court, and all these people yelling and talking and making all this nonsense. They're nothing more than monkeys. That's all they are. That's all. Uh-oh. Hey, I think that's Mooji. He's not alone. I think a lady cancer patient must be with him too.
Yeah, I think so.
Right? Is that right, Diana? Well, it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
See, that's the whole thing is just exactly that kind of sound, a bunch of nonsense and a bunch of ridiculous attack to cover up what is really going on. And then I think that somebody says something as ridiculous that I'm not going there to court because I'm afraid to go in front of God. Okay, are we saying that Judge Moody is God?
God, ain't that appropriate?
Yeah. Why? Are you saying that the judge there is God? He might think so. He might think that he's God, that I can do anything he wants, but he certainly is not. So it's just unbelievable what is going on out there.
Well, hey, this is kind of a side, but it's related to this too, because all this stuff, that done happened to you in this past year, I just about seen. Change the location and the date and the type of therapy happening, and I seen a carbon copy that's being made into movie form. And Joe Mercola is advertising it, or it got a article about it on his website. Dr. Brzezinski.
Yeah.
Well, get this. The article, it talks about patent infringement. It talks about clinical trials that was monkeyed with. It talks about federal government spending $60 million just to keep him down. And the thing that really kind of caught my eye, though, says he discovered that, he was operating out of Texas, And get this, tell me if this don't sound familiar. Said he discovered that the state of Texas had been hunting his patients down to turn them against him and file lawsuits against him. Does that sound at all familiar?
Yeah, we have seen that before.